The Nintendo Game Boy is one of the most classic handhelds of all time, with many iconic games such as Super Mario Land 2, Link's Awakening, Pokemon Generation 1, Wario Land, Mega Man 1 through 5, many more. Now, while the original DMG is classic and all, it hasn't aged gracefully. The original 4 shades of green on a non-backlit screen surrounded by a not-so-pocket-friendly chunky case and being hefty with it carrying 4 AA batteries. But here's the thing. What if you wanted to be as authentic as the original Game Boy experience as possible? What if playing these classic black and white Game Boy games with something like emulation, or even actual hardware such as the GBA SP or Game Boy Color with black and white selectable palettes, just didn't suit you? Well, I've been there before, and luckily, the Game Boy Pocket is here for you. The Game Boy Pocket was the first revision of the Game Boy released in 1996, 7 years after the launch of the original handheld. The Game Boy Pocket was the last thing the legendary Gunpei Yokoi, designer of the original Game Boy and creator of Kid Icarus and the Metroid series, did for Nintendo as he left to pursue his own company, Kojo Laboratories, and went on to create the WonderSwan. It really goes to show how amazing the Game Boy was, and that it was still kicking almost a decade later into the 5th generation of gaming. Or, probably because it was just the launch of Pokemon. Yeah, it was probably that.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon? On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold.
Anyway, the main difference between the DMG and the Pocket is, well, the slimmer and more sleek design. As we can see here, the Pocket is considerably thinner and, well, pocketable. That's not the only difference though. The Game Boy Pocket takes 2 AAA batteries rather than the 4 AA's the DMG took. Unfortunately, this means battery life was cut down as a result. Thankfully, you still have at least 10 hours, unlike the Game Gear or Atari Lynx. Another big difference between the two handhelds is the screen. The screen of the Pocket is a lot better than the DMG, instead using 4 shades of gray rather than 4 shades of green. The screen actually has a little bit less ghosting than the original, which can be a blessing in some games that are constantly scrolling like Super Mario Land. A problem with the screen though are that the vertical lines from the DMG return, and unfortunately, they're not as easy to fix. So if you find a used Pocket nowadays, just keep that in mind. Something interesting about the Game Boy Pocket is that the initial models don't actually have a power LED. However, due to complaints, it was added to later models. There's a piece of trivia you probably didn't know and you can impress your friends with. That is, if you have any. Something you'll probably not like about the Game Boy Pocket is that the speaker isn't as good as the original Game Boy. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to consider. The Game Boy Pocket is compatible with every single game that the DMG is compatible with, which also means it's not compatible with Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance games. You can still play dual mode games such as Pokemon Gold or Silver, or Link's Awakening DX. Funnily enough, you'll get the non-compatible with Game Boy Color games screens that you'll also see on the Super Game Boy. Well, the Super Game Boy is made with the same hardware as the original Game Boy. That's neat. The Game Boy Pocket also has a different external port, which means the original Game Boy link cables, external battery, 4-player adapter, etc. will not work on a Game Boy Pocket without an adapter. Well, that's it for the Game Boy Pocket. Oh wait, I forgot about the Game Boy Light. Oh, but the thing is, I don't happen to have one on me at the time of recording this. Also, the only real difference is that the Game Boy Light takes 2 AA batteries, has an actual light, and is slightly taller than the Pocket. Also, it was Japan only and released the same year as the Game Boy Color, making it pretty damn rare. Good luck getting your hands on one of those. So in conclusion, the Game Boy Pocket is a really nice way, and my personal preferred way, of playing original Game Boy games the way they're supposed to be intended. On a monochrome screen, no backlight, and all. So with that said, I hope you all have a fantastic night, or day as I'm recording this, and take care. Now if you excuse me, I gotta get back to playing DuckTales on Game Boy.